to start on the engine side first. Utilize 10 degrees of frame level on the machine, and that's throughout our lineup. We utilize Dana Spicer axles, both brakes, both front and rear, wet internal disc brakes, planetaries on the wheel ends. Hydraulic tank 40 gallons, diesel fuel 35. One thing we really paid attention to was stability when we came up with this new model lineup. 2001 for the 1056. In doing so, we put the heaviest componentry in the center of the frame, the engine and the transmission. We utilized the Cummins QS 4.5B 110 horsepower turbocharged with the Clark T12000 power shift with soft shift transmission. Conventional drivetrain. As you can see with the forks on the ground, we can slide this engine hood completely open to access the engine compartment, radiator, filters, air filter, transmission filter. We call this our A-frame section. This allows for visibility from the cab. Operator has 360-degree visibilities. You can look through this A-frame, look under the boom in a carry position, and have full visibility around the complete machine. Utilize 2 boom lift cylinders, both cushioned. We feel that this gives us greater stability, stronger boom, and no side flex. This machine will do 6,000 pounds at full height. We'll do 3,000 pounds at full reach, and that's 41 feet. That's with stabilizers down. Stabilizers up, this machine will do 4,000 pounds at full height and 450 pounds at full extension. You do not need to have the stabilizers down to reach the full forward. As you can see in a typical carry position, a few feet off the ground, you have 360-degree visibility around the machine from inside the operator's cabin. This is our rear axle stabilization system. It's a self-contained system. This is the hydraulic oil reservoir. This is not hooked up to any of the hydraulic systems on the machine. We did that for a safety reason, that if you did for some reason lose machine hydraulics, rear axle stabilization would still be intact. Operator's cab. This is an open cab. We do offer an all-weather cab enclosed. Inside we have analog gauges. We do not use indicator lights. We have 2 momentary switches for the stabilizers, up and down. You can place them wherever you want to. Park brake switch. Test for the parking brake. This is a 4-wheel steer machine. 4-wheel, which is coordinated, crab, and 2-wheel, which is front steer. Use a forward and reverse lever. 3 gears, forward and reverse. Shift on the fly. It's a power shift, so you can shift what the machine is moving. Our transmission, the Clark T12000, also utilizes modulation, and that absorbs some of the vibrations that occur when an operator does not come to a full stop, places his load, puts it in reverse, and backs away without coming to a full stop. We mount our stabilizers also to take advantage of the ground clearance we have with the machine itself. Frame level stabilizers remain on the ground. They're not disturbing the ground they're on. Still have the ability to frame level. And that's 10 degrees. What's happening is both those cylinders right there are transferring fluid back and forth to compensate one another to keep them on the ground. At this point, he's past a 40-degree boom angle. Rear axle stabilization is kicked in. He still has the ability to frame level. We cut it down to 4 degrees, so it's nice and slow, so you're not shifting your load. We also cut the speed in half. That's critical in placing loads at 56 feet. steering. Coordinated steering or four-wheel steering. 12-foot 10-inch turning radius. We utilize cardinal U-joints or double-ended U-joints. We pride ourselves on the strength of our boom. As each section is welded, it's on a jig and it's welded at the same point on all four welds. Keeps each section straight as it's being welded. Utilize a 25% overlap in our booms. So 25% of the intermediate boom is in the main boom. So on fly sections, 25% of that is back into the secondary intermediate boom section. What he's doing right now is he's putting down pressure on the boom, fully extended to show you how straight our boom is without any deflection. Picking the machine up. Machine's in neutral. He'll use the hydraulics to bring that machine forward. Zero telescopic.